So, hi, this is the continuation of the previous fashion show video part 2. Since we have told that it is a fashion show, at least two of the designs should be presented in the show, right? Although I'm not going to be rendering it, but I'm going to show you how to repeat the process in order to get that things into Blender. Okay, so let's get started. I will record my process. And that's it. Okay, now you're done with your animation. So basically you have to repeat the process. So once we have done with the transition part, we will go with without transition. So what we have to do is you have to set your current or start frame on 30 and then the current frame to on 30. So what will happen, it will not take the part of the transition part and you have to re-record it like we have done with the first design. How many times or how many designs you want to present in a digital fashion runway, you have to repeat the process that many times. It is that easy and simple. If you are planning with 2 or 3 designs, you might end up repeating the process with 2 or 3 times. Or if you're like uh, showing 4 to 5 designs, you have to do this process 4 to 5 times. And then after your completion with the garment without transition and stuff, you will do is you will delete the garment layer first and you will delete the transition layer later on. And we have these two animations matching the animations on the waist, like hands on the waist, and the garment that we have recorded without the transition. If you want to play and see the animation and see if any of wearing and tearing is coming on your garments, then you have to set your particle distance at least to 10 while you're animating, so that the folds, the wrinkles, everything is normal with the garment. Okay, so everything is fine. Like before, I have checked if anything is wearing and tearing near the legs, near the, you know, hips and ankles. And then you will do whatever you want to do. So I'll go to my split screen and this is the pattern. I'll select the whole garment and we'll export this one, like not selecting that. We'll export the garment animation first. File, export, alembic, and same outfit 2 for this purpose, for education purpose. Outfit 2, same settings before, thick, Ogawa, and meters entire region, and hit OK. I'm not exporting any UVs because I'll tell the texturing part after this part. Sometimes the UVs might sit right, sometimes they don't. So I'm just leaving this part. And then go to export again. Now before going to export, just delete the garment. Okay, just delete the garment. I don't know if that is a good idea to show, or yeah. Okay, so after that you go to file, export, fbx, and animation 2. I'll select the name and I'll select the backspace and I'll just hit 2, and this dialog box will come up. Same things, single object, unweld, avatar, animation, joint, cm dash studio, and you are done. Okay, now in the same file as yesterday, we will be importing the stuff. We'll send her to her previous thing. Okay, now I'll delete this stage, or I'll move this stage back. You select your stage. Okay, it is selected. Move that stage back. Later on we can do. I'll set it to -y and select these two things, and or else what you can do to select both of them is just drag. The hell? Before that you have to select your avatar, holding shift and the cloth parent, and select move. Okay, you see that? Okay, let it be. If you're moving them aside, everything. See, the challenging part is to select these things in Blender. Yup. Now that's going to move. Yeah. You basically have to put on this armature on while you're selecting it, so that it is not getting replaced. So we have done some adjustments to in order to import the avatar. So deselect it, just click anywhere on the random emptiness and empty screen. File, import. First import your garment, so outfit 2, the scale is on 1, and import it. Since your garment is here, you need your avatar also there. So import fbx, and you will see animation 2, and your animation you have to like see it is like import that. Make both armature 1 and armature 2 off if you don't want to see that. Okay, and this thing, if you're working with two animations in the first place, See, you'll shrink down and play these animations. Though these two will play at a time. You see what is happening here? You have to move them aside before you play your animation at the first place, though. You have to send them to the previous place, and you will. Okay, something has happened. Now, if we are trying to move, okay, select each and everything. We don't want this though, but we have to move it in a first place in order to get that thing right. Now, you see, you have to learn some new skills in order to do this thing. So, you have selected this one, and either you can place it behind and same as hers. Compared to the first model, she's a bit height. So you can do it with the different models, but I will be doing it with the same model in this one for the tutorial's purpose. You see that if you don't want your armature and everything to show, just off them whenever it is needed and see. Okay, something has happened there. We did not select the cloth parent in the first place. See, that's why I tell you. Okay, we have switched the cloth parent on, means the cloth is on. So we'll select it. This is why I call this as a fashion show add-on. And don't worry if your armature is all on also, it doesn't reflect in the render. Okay, in the first place, you can see that with the material preview. The positions are different and you see the garment. Like, this is for explaining only. I'll tell you how to bring your textures in the next class or next video. Class would be a too much thing to say. So she went off. Now while you're placing your um, this thing on the screen, you see that both the animation started at the first place. Now we will see if we can work with the stage. So we need to move the stage. Okay, we need to scale this thing. Just making this much bigger. Okay, now we have the petite model and the tall model, which they will show. I mean, if that makes sense. And we'll play the animation, or we'll see how it is looking from the side or how it is looking from the back, because we don't want the skin or the avatars peeping through. So yeah, it is the same animation that I have went with. So see, it is the radius difference. Now we'll see this in a render preview. And same thing, it is on metallic. Yeah, this is the cloth parent one, new, and I'll show this as same roughness, and we will be selecting the amateur one. Okay, we need to select the body. Increase the roughness if you don't want anything shiny, and we'll go to 3D viewport again after doing that step. You see that you are getting completely textured avatars. You're getting your garments animated with this method. It is simple. You have to repeat the process according to your design. Okay, how many types of garments or how many looks are you going for? It depends on that. You have to repeat. For me, it is two designs, so I repeat the process. And keep in mind, the number of times you import the animation into same file, you will see that many animation windows, but all will play at a time. You saw it. See, if I'm sliding that, it will go together. So I should have used some different, but my project files are containing only one type of avatar. So yeah, so that's it. If you want to add number of things. It is the continuation part. So basically in this video I thought I should explain how to get multiple CLO3D animations in one file. You basically go to file, import, and you import your garments and avatars in the same format if you are using this particular workflow that I'm explaining. So it is easy and you'll get your textures. But if you are working with 3D animation, something like this, with your makeup and stuff, the makeup, the clothes, everything should be done beforehand, before exporting to the blender. You understand what I'm saying? After you are coming this close and you realize you didn't do your makeup, that is not something you could do after you're exporting. So something like that. Yeah. So basically if you're selecting same animations in the first place, you can run something like this. Hmm. So yep, thank you for joining today's video, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel.